Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Journal with Me. I am glad that I was able to log on today. It is Tuesday, August 13th. Yeah, that's what it says. I'm having a hard time keeping up with dates and the days, but welcome back to Journal with Me. I took off last Tuesday and Thursday. Had some things to pick up and appointments that I had to attend to. But if you are just seeing this, I hope that you will come in and stay for a while and journal with me. We have a community of journalers who come in and journal. We journal together. I'm happy to journal with them and spend some time downloading what's on my heart, mind, and spirit, and hope that you can do that too. Spirit meaning soul, what's inside, as opposed to spirit. I heard someone talk about spirit being anything possibly, but I'm talking about your soul, um, the what you cannot see, the emotions, the feelings, the things inside of you. Um, yeah, so welcome back to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of Welling and Healing Practices, as well as Wellside Retreats. Um, and here I help Black women move away from what no longer serves them and assist them in moving into what will serve them well by talking about providing wellness and healing practices, as well as retreating from time to time. So, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time that you've seen me or heard me, or yeah, this is new to you, welcome to my channel. And I hope that you will be able to spend some time journaling. That is one of the wellness and healing practices that I promote and talk about and participate and practice, is journaling. And journaling, the benefits of journaling are many, but the number one um, benefit is gaining clarity and self awareness, self observation in that whole realm. And we do free flowing journaling here. We have had workshops with other types of journaling that are discussed and talked about in practice. But here on this live stream, we focus on free flowing journaling as meditation. And free flowing means a stream of consciousness. You know, you just writing whatever comes to mind and putting it down on paper, or um, thinking about what you have to do today, a list of things that you have to do, but to keep yourself accountable. Because I do um, coaching, transformational coaching for people to help people move from one stage of life, especially if they are feeling stuck and don't know where they want to go or how to get there. Accountability is a great way of um, of keeping yourself on track with the assistance of a coach or even yourself. So that's what we do here, and I hope that you'll stick around to participate. We have a community that is engaging, and in fact, they are in the comments right now. And I'm going to say hello to Catherine Muhammad. Great to have you back, sister, and journaling with me. I missed you all last week. Dr. Donna, good to see you. And good morning to you all. Good day to you. Thank you. Thank you. It is 12:35 my time here in Porto, Portugal. Good, Sabani, good morning to you. Nice to be here with you. My peace. Hey, good morning to you all. Botard, yes. Wherever you are, whether it be morning, noon, night, hello to you. Abba, good to see you. Good morning to you. Yeah, I'm glad to see all of you. Glad to see you in this space, so we can come together and journal together. Nicole, good to see you here from Minneapolis. All right, thank you for letting me know where you are. Very good. Good to see you here also. And so, I've had to take the last week off, um, um, picking up packages that I had shipped to myself, and had to have a driver make an appointment with the driver so that I wouldn't be charged any storage fees or anything, which these people were not going to do for me. But I had to go about 45 minutes, an hour away from south of Porto to a place called Vagos to pick up packages, totes, those plastic totes you get at Home Depot or Lowe's. I had to pick up 8 of those and stuff them in this driver's car and made it back and unpacked my stuff. And so it feels like home to me now, because had bare bones. But because I am living here, I'm not touring, I'm not sabbaticaling, I'm not scouting, I'm living here. It's nice to have stuff that makes a place feel familiar, especially when it is, a lot of things are not familiar to me. But I got a plant from the market, and it's called Song of India. I don't know the scientific name of it, but I looked it up, and it's called the Song of India, and it's got 3 big prongs on it, like shooting up. It looks like a palm tree, but it's got these things. And then I got myself a couple succulents. So I'm feeling like I got somebody in here, some life in here through my plant, and the 3 plants. And it feels good to have my own dishes, that I've had for 2 years now, and a couple pots. I have, my silverware, and it's not a lot of things, but just enough. And I have the boxes, the suitcases, and everything that if I need to move, I just know where they would go, and I plop them in there and move on. So it's been good, and that's where what I was doing last week is trying to finish up, setting up, so to speak. So, um, so we're going to get started journaling. We're going to, if you're in a space that's quiet, I hope that it is quiet in your space. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. I have a little table here. Um, it's actually like a bistro table for the outs for the balcony. It will be when I get a table, but it's working out. And I'm in a chair, seated in a chair, and I'm comfortable. I have my feet on the ground, right? I'm grounded. I'm grounded, and I'm sitting up pretty tall because I have a bad habit of slouching over, kind of sinking into my body and curving my shoulders when my spine should be straighter in the upper lumbar area, right? You know, so I'm not crushing my discs and actually bending into my chest and heart, right? So do that, kind of sit up as straight as you possibly can. The spine is not straight, actually, but you know what I mean. Your shoulders get back, they're not raised up to your ears. You're not hunched over. You want to be straight, right? and comfortable, not rigid. You want to be able to move and sway, right? Okay. We're going to take some deep breaths. You know, the diaphragm opens up like a balloon, and then when you exhale, it closes in as if you're letting the air escape from that balloon. And we're going to do that at your own pace, okay? Just kind of your pace, not mine. But I'm just letting you know what we're going to do. And we can start that right now. We're inhaling through the nose. If you want to close your eyes, you can, or gaze down at the floor. Hands can be in the receiving position to receive peace, calmness, right? You see, put those on your knees. And let's inhale through the nose, and we'll be exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling. Exhaling, sighing. And one more time, let's inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth, emoting, sighing. One more time, let's blow up that diaphragm. Exhaling through the mouth. Coming back to the natural rhythm of our breath, our breathing, what's known to you, feeling good to you. And let's open our eyes if they are closed, gently, slowly, blinking or raising the gaze. All right? Looking around for familiarity into your space, your place. And should feel pretty calm and peaceful. Still sitting up in your seat, getting comfortable. If you are not comfortable, and if you've just joined us, we'll be free flow journaling. All you need is a journal. I have a composition book and a pen, paper, pencil. If you have paintbrush at hand, you can use that, canvas or cotton paper, right? To paint with, to document what's on your heart, what's on your mind, and what's in your soul. And we'll journal for 20 minutes. Hi, Gwendolyn Smalls. Glad you could make it. Good morning to you. And Katrina Lilly, hello, my friend. Good to see you here. We'll spend 20 minutes journaling together and then coming back for discussion. And if you don't want to journal the entire time, please feel free. This is your time, your space. Please feel free to meditate, pray, do some yoga, whatever practice you want to do during this time. And we'll use the insight timer for keeping us accountable of our time. Okay. The sound bowl will sound twice, ding, ding. And then after the 20 minutes, we'll hear the sakya bowl sound telling us that our time has come to an end. So let's get started. Okay. Okay. So I hope that wasn't too loud and disruptive for you, distracting. Please take your time to finish up your journaling. I was on a roll myself. Yeah, finish up your meditation in your own time or your journaling. Yeah, come back to your space whenever you're ready. Okay. And so our sister journaler, Dr. Crystal, she has a new name, a year on sabbatical. She created a new name. Um, all right. Well, glad to have you, Dr. Crystal. I know who you are. Oh, so she's joining us from the South Sea in England. Welcome back to journaling. And I'm glad that you are enjoying your sabbatical. Um, Thanks. You like my new plant? It's called the Song of India. So I have to find out what the. I've seen this plant before. It's actually very common. Let's see if I can move the table to see it a little better. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of tall. I have it on a little table. Um, yeah. Yeah, this is possible. This is possible. As they would say in Portuguese, possível. Possível. Yeah, possível. Possível. Yeah, it is possible. It is possible to make a change. Change is good. And this is a transformative change. And yeah, it's living. It's living abroad. Those who have made the transition or the change or the move or the relocation can tell you that it is possible if you want to make a change. It is possible to do the things that you want to do. It may take a little effort and work, depending on what kind of change you want, but you keep on moving no matter what. I have another accountability buddy that just got to France yesterday. We started out together in an Exodus Summit uh, accountability group, and then it became just kind of us together. We're working on making move to Portugal, and she had some changes that had to be made as to where she would relocate, and she ended up relocating to France. So she just got to Paris, and she said it was really quiet in the airport. All the Olympic traffic going out was in another part of the airport, and coming in from she came in from Atlanta, and she said she didn't have to wait hardly in line coming through customs, and everything worked out smoothly, and that's how I can say that things are working out for me. There's some little hiccups going on, but and I'll talk about those in an upcoming video, which will be done. But for the most part, it is possible. 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 I believe that's the way you say it. Yeah. So And it is living here. I don't know. I can't tell you how long. I can't tell you, uh, how it will be. But that's just the beauty in making a change, that you still have things to look forward to, right? Especially us mature Black women over 50, right? And if you're 40 or so, you still have, look, that's open to you. It's open to you to find out things, new things, right? New things. Today, I got up and got myself together. It was cloudy this morning. Sun is coming out a little bit. I think it is actually not cloud. I think it is clouds, but it's a clouds mixed with fog because we are very close to the water. But um, I got up and got out. I changed a bag of mine that I was carrying, and forgot my wallet. But I was determined to come back, get my wallet, and get back out, and not stay in. Um, but I noticed that it's a little more quiet on this one of my what I'm calling my favorite coffee shop. Um, it was quiet around the coffee shop, and I didn't see the umbrellas out and the tables out in front of it. So I said, "Oh, I bet she's closed." Well, it's August. People are enjoying themselves on vacation, right? She closed down and had a sign that she was going to be out on 13 Augusto to, I think it was the 28th Augusto. And yeah, Camilla's coffee shop is closed. So I I knew of another shop that I could go to, and because I wanted to do some reading. I do my writing and reading outside of mostly outside. That's my practice, to get outside, get my walk in, and then do my reading and writing somewhere at a cafe, or I have a park, a neighborhood park, and I sat there uh, on Sunday, I believe it was, and yeah, Sunday, and read. Yeah, I brought a blanket in case I decided to sit under a tree. Remember, we were talking about sitting under the tree. There are plenty of trees to sit under, but I found a nice bench to sit under, and people came and were having their lunch and walking their dogs, and I was reading. So that's the change. That's the living that I'm doing, and I'm also walking around finding new places, meeting new people on the street. Um, yeah, people coming and going, traveling, locals, having starting up conversations in my language and their language, and we somehow come to a consensus that we're talking and agreeing with one another. Today, I made myself across the street from that cafe that was closed. I saw a young lady sitting in this behind some glass door, and I looked up, and it said manicure, something something manicure pedicure, in a little shop. I'd never seen it before, and it was probably because I wasn't looking there because I was trying to get to the coffee shop. And she was a brown woman with curly hair, and she was surprised to see me coming through the door. And I asked her if she spoke any English, and she says no, but she pulled out her phone and went to that translator, and we had a great conversation about whether or not she could do my nails today, and uh, and how much it would cost. Transacting some business. So I believe I made an appointment, and I might have someone to do my nails. We won't be able. We'll be learning how to communicate with one another, and that's the change that I have to. I am open to, right? The differences um, that you have to get used to. So I have. She wanted to know if I wanted a manicure and pedicure, or did I want gel. Um, she knew which words that she knew which words to use or how to say them based on the transaction, and in her the transaction as well as the scope of business. Did I want gel? Did I want both manicure, pedicure? And she knew how to say those words in in English. She knew how to say what time in English. Usually we would say whatever time in Portuguese, but she said 5 o'clock. I said, oh, okay, yeah, 5 o'clock. So um, it, and then I ask questions about how to say things. Like today, I asked for agua, and he said Freya, and I didn't know what that was. Freya, Freya. I kept on thinking. And another guy said, "Do you want ice? Do you want ice?" Oh, Freya. Now I know. Now I know. Ice water. No ice. No Freya. Now Freya. Now is no. The meow. Now, right? So I'm learning. I'm accepting. I'm opening up. So yeah, it's possible, Dr. Crystal. Yeah, it's possible. And so the next video that I will be doing is I'm entitling it "The Nitty Gritty of Porto." And the reason why I'm talking about the nitty, the gritty, the grittiness is because it's the real deal. You talk about the nitty gritty, you talk about the realness of the place, the realness of living and living here without, the hype or the only the good things. I'm not saying I'm talking about the bad things. I'm just talking about everyday living in life that you go through a wave, right? And it's your choice to be happy in the nitty gritty. It really is. And I'm finding that I'm, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I'm happy with it all. I'm happy with it all. Um, and if I'm not happy, figure it out. How do I get back to happy, right? I spoke to a friend of mine yesterday who called me. Um, she's Buddhist, Nichiren Buddhist, uh, and we were talking about how to get to happy, how people, um, the ultimate goal of Nichiren Buddhism is to get to happy, and how to stay there. And it takes practice. It takes practice to stay happy, to be happy, to get too happy, and to live your life happy instead of living until, and then and living without during that period that we have our lives. So she gave me a pep talk yesterday. And it wasn't that I was down or out. It was just for me to remember that the things that we want are possible, right? And it's not even the things, it is the being is possible. It really is. And we can have that. We can have that. It is possible. Possible, right? So let's see. Um, yeah, Nicole, I'm outside. I've been outside. Now, I haven't been showing any fancy pictures or anything, I haven't, but I will. I will. I think it's because um, I'm outside and I'm taking things in, and sometimes I don't have my phone in my hand to take pictures. Today I took pictures by the park. I took some pictures by some graffiti because there's plenty of graffiti here. There's some good graffiti, and then there's you know your local taggers, expressing themselves. And you may not like their graffiti, right? I'm resting and regrouping. Getting outside is a great idea. All right, Abba. Yeah. But resetting. Yes, resetting is important. Resetting is important, especially if you've been on the go or just need time to reset. It's really important that I've needed time. I haven't um, I haven't been totally outside, every day, or if I go outside, it's just to take a walk to get some exercise, stretch my legs, but I plan on seeing new things, getting out and getting to see new places. I have a list of places that I want to see and go to and experience, and that will come just because that's a part of the living, I think, right? But you do need to regroup and reset. Um, yeah, you do. You need that time, um, and you need to take that time. So good for you, Abba. You'll be discussing real deal about actually living in Port. That's right. That's right. It's a real deal. It's good. It really is good. It's just like the real deal anywhere that you go in life. It's it can be good. It really can be if you make it that way. It's the nitty gritty. Yeah, and we have we have this thing in every place that there is man that we don't like to talk about certain things, whether that be politics, whether that be um, religion, you know. um, some people aren't not comfortable with these issues, um, but it always happens around us, and there's people don't like to talk about money, money issues, finances, economy, you know, classism, racism. No one wants to talk about all of these things, but we live it, and we have dumbed ourselves down, numbed ourselves to the real deal. And we experience these things. So Why not share? Why not get it out? Get it out, right? So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on everywhere. It's just how people handle it, what they want to deal with, what they don't want to deal with. I will say that um, the environments that we choose to live in are our choosing, our choices. We get to choose, I believe. Um, we get to decide what we want for ourselves. So, um, moving away, retreating from what isn't serving you, serving your best interest, serving your peace of mind, what you want to be around, what you want to consume is all of your choice. That's freedom, right? And when someone tries to take some portion of freedom from you and you don't agree with it, and you can pack up your marbles and go play another game somewhere else, you know. So, um, but there are. I heard something from a Portuguese person. I think it was an Uber driver. Uber drivers can talk, boy. They express themselves no matter where you are in U.S. or here, or Mexico. um, but he was saying, uh, we have politics here. We have politics here. We're in a poor country, but we sometimes we don't leave. We don't leave because sometimes we can't leave, and then other times we just say we'll just stick it out. He says, but the young people, they're leaving. The young people are leaving. And I'm like, oh, okay. He says, because sometimes they can afford somewhere else better than they can afford here. So, he was airing his opinions about the economy, about the young people, about how people deal or cope or manage. Yeah. And I listened and I understood. And then I shared with him my story. And he says, okay, okay. He says, there are a lot of people coming here because evidently we don't see what they see, right? Very interesting conversations. Very interesting conversations you can have with people in different cultures. And that's what I'm up for. I want to hear about it. I want to hear the nitty gritty, the real deal from their perspective. I think it is fascinating. I do. But that's just me, kind of nerdy that way. I just want to know. I want to know about how you doing? How is your life? I don't know. I don't know your life. I haven't lived it, but I want you to tell me how it is. So that's what I've been doing, living abroad. Living abroad, being abroad, and yeah, enjoying it actually, really enjoying the space I'm in. I really like my little my little European small tiny place apartment. I have elbow. I consider. I think I have elbow room. I have. I have elbow room. I have outside space. I have a balcony. I live on a busy street, and I didn't think it was busy because at the time that I saw it, it wasn't busy until until I came back and it was busy. It's okay. I have neighbors across the street. I have neighbors next door. It's a quiet building. There's a baby next door, and the young mother keeps on asking, "Did you hear the baby? Did you?" She's worried about the baby crying. Ah, I can handle a baby crying. She even has a little dog. who barks. She says it's a couple. I don't hear that dog. And if I do hear it, it's because it's so happy to go outside that he barks a little bit. And they say, be quiet, be quiet. So it's all good. It really is. It's actually a better setup than I had in my apartment for the last 2 years, where I'd had a sad, two sad dogs next door who were not getting attention and weren't being taken out, and it was cruel, and the people were not happy, so they caused a lot of unhappiness in the hallways for the rest of us on that side of the building on that floor. But it's all good here. Yeah, it's all good here. Um, you will be discussing. Oh yeah, yeah, living abroad. Yes, that's right, Catherine. I'm living abroad, and that's there's a difference. We travel abroad, we scout out abroad, where we think we might want to relocate, right? And and the difference is uh, living abroad. It's a different thing. It really is. I believe Michelle Wedderburn. I love Michelle Wedderburn. Michelle Wedderburn and Tracy Collins and some other people in Mexico, Casa Elm, Michelle Wedderburn, had a summit this past weekend. I forgot all about it, but they had a summit on defining living abroad. What is living abroad? And it is truly different than just traveling and sightseeing and touring um, abroad. It's a whole different thing. So when you relocate someplace to live, there are things that you have to take into consideration and whether or not you can live or want to live in these spaces. Um, I'm not sure. I haven't been in touch with Michelle about the summit, but it's possible that they may have some some replays or offering replays to purchase for the summit. Um, Casa Elm, you might want to check out on YouTube to see whether or not that's what she's doing. I believe she's also Michelle or Casa Elm is on Facebook also. I am not sure about any of this, but you might uh, see something that she posts if you go to YouTube. And Michelle Wedderburn is truly living abroad in San Miguel de Allende, and helping people to get acclimated um, to that area uh, in Mexico. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to live. But yes, there's a big difference. It can take some time to stop vacationing and start living. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, you and I'll be talking about that perspective also, Abba, in this video that I'm getting ready to do. Is that yeah, you have expectations of vacationing, right? And I'll yeah, I'm going to be hitting on a few points because I noticed in myself what I needed to actually consider. There are expats in these places where you move abroad, and they are living there, and it's They're not necessarily vacationing or sightseeing anymore or touring, right? So I have to consider people's life that they're living, right? Yeah, I'll be talking about that. And Katrina, yes, living abroad in a country and sightseeing are two different things. You can fall in love with an area sightseeing, but living in that area is something different. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Katrina Lilly. Yes. And that is whether abroad or even in the United States. You know, one of my favorite places I have lived now, as an adult, but as a younger person, was the San Francisco Bay Area, Sonoma County, Northern California. Um, have family, friends in Northern California, Berkeley, Oakland, San Jose. I couldn't live there now, right? I could only go there for vacation. To live there would be very difficult for me now. As much as it is beautiful, um, I could not live there now. Me personally, me personally, it's a different lifestyle than I would want to live now. And you talk about the economics, the politics, yeah, all of that, all of those things. Um, I could vacation there though. Yeah, I could go visit. I did do that last early. I forget when I went to go visit for a week, and yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that I would want to live there now. But just like I love Colorado, I have a dear, dear friend there right now, but I could not live there. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about choosing how you want to live and then seeing if you want to live there. And sometimes a scouting trip and a sabbatical for a period of time, which I took 3 years here, 3 years, 3 months here in in Portugal, getting a sense of how things would be. I purposely planted myself in neighborhoods that I didn't go to the tourist sites to to stay. I put myself in neighborhoods, and I'm glad I did. And I walked to other neighborhoods to get a sense of how people were living and how or if I could live in these places, right? So yeah, look for the video coming out soon, very soon. I promise. Yeah. So just to think about, if you're planning, if you're thinking of doing this, making a transformational change and relocating to a new country or a new state or a new city or a new suburb down the street. No matter where you are. All right. Yeah. Because my ultimate goal is to be happy. And can I make myself or be happy someplace else? I usually am. The thing about me and knowing your personality, and this is where the self awareness comes, is knowing yourself. Knowing yourself. And when you know yourself, it's easier. When you know you, When you discover who you are and what you want to do with you, it makes it a lot easier to live with you anywhere because you get to choose. You get to choose. Okay, let's see. This is good. Katrina Lily has good stuff. It took me about 2 years to find my sweet spot in Portugal. I loved certain towns in the Algarve, but the heat would kill me. So we have to be honest with ourselves. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Katrina Lilly was someone I did not know, but I liked the way she took her videos and post them. Wouldn't say nothing. She didn't say too much in her videos. And I like that because she gave you a sense of where she was and what was going on. And I wanted to meet her. Now, I'm not telling any of y'all to be calling Katrina Lilly. but but she does her homework, and I love the way she did her homework. Um, you gotta explore and be honest with yourself. You really do. And I knew that although I loved what was going down in Lisbon was exciting. I knew that. I felt it. There were some places I could live in Lisbon. But then I saw Porto and I liked it. I liked it for different reasons. And I tell people all the time I felt a difference. I felt the difference. Now, I will go and hang out in Lisbon and could possibly move somewhere closer to it. But I saw it and felt it, and I felt the difference here in Porto. Yeah. And I felt the difference in Sintra, which is not that far from Lisbon, but I don't know if I could live there. It's a different thing too. It's a different place. And that's the beauty of Portugal is because there are so many places that you could live. But as Katrina Lilly just said, it took her 2 years to find the sweet spot, right? And so I'm curious, I want to see some other places too. But that's the beauty of being able to, go and do that's freedom. Go and change your mind and see and explore. But you have to be that kind of person that you feel that you can go out and explore and be and you know so I thank you for spending time journaling with me, having this engaging conversation and opening up to yourselves today about how you want to live, um, how you want to be. But I hope that you spend time ultimately getting to a place where you can find that happiness, right? Finding that happiness now or soon. Uh, oh, good, good, good. My piece. Thank you. Building true community and being in community in your new environment, home is also important. It is. It takes time and patience. It also requires we get out of our comfort zone at times. Yes, indeed. And that is key. Both Katrina and my piece know out of experience that um, being part of a community or having access to community who will understand and help you or give you some guidance. One of the things that I was recently told by my friend Katrina Lilly was to do something that I hadn't thought doing, and that was registering for CTT, which is kind of like the post office. And so I did that. And lo and behold, I ordered something, and CTT sent me a notice that they were coming to deliver it. And I was like, wow, I'm so glad that she told me this. And so they couldn't deliver it because it was too big to fit in my mail slot, which I have a pretty big mail slot, but it would not go in there. So they told me to come to the next day and pick it up. And it's right around the corner, my local CTT. I go in there and it's nice and bright. Their colors are red and white, their logo. Place was nice and bright. And I took a number. The guard helped me, he gave me the number and said for me to wait. And I picked up my package, and the man across the counter spoke perfect English. So I got that new experience. But had there not been a community member, who I'm calling a community member, Miss Katrina Lilly, who told me to do that, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have known. They may have rang the doorbell or whatever, but this was a better way. It helped me out a lot. And so having community that you can meet with, that you can speak to, introduce you, connect you to, be there for you is key, no matter where you are. And that's what I've also talked about, is us getting out as we mature, meeting new people, and being part of a community. If you sometimes, our friendships, wane, and that's fine. I'm not that's fine. But the community, if you're in a community of people who can, help you out, it makes life a lot easier, no matter where you are. So my friend that I spoke of earlier, who just landed in Paris, she already had community before she got there. Um, and so did I before I came. I built community before I came. And when I say that, I met people. I contacted them. I met them during touring or during the sabbatical. I have community all over the world based on my connection with Exodus Summit and Casa Elm, and other places and people that I felt comfortable getting out of my comfort zone and saying, hey, hi, how are you? My name is Kathy Hampton. Would you mind sharing? Hey, hello. So, Chatty Kathy, as I was called. Yeah, I'm never a stranger. So don't be a stranger if you can help yourself. So we'll be in touch again on Thursday at what's it, 7:30? 12:30 my time, but 7:30 your time on the East Coast. And if you're on the West Coast, it's a different time. It's 4:30. But we'll be back in touch talking about more of this stuff, keeping ourselves well, practicing something new, and healing ourselves with practices for our body, mind, and spirit. Okay. We'll talk about more of that also. Take care. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you again on Thursday. And until then, um, take care of yourself. All right. Much love to you. Have a great, great day. Yes, and hit the like button. Like it. Like it. like like the videos. All right. If this is the first time, subscribe that you've seen this. Subscribe to my channel, please. Yeah. Yeah. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day, Catherine Muhammad. Take care. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.